Mongoose Jake here with another game from World of Tanks. This time I'm in my new Tier 5 Polish medium, the 25 TP. Now, as you see, I've got some of the football or soccer camo on it, and I am running it with a 75% crew, so I have no crew skills. You see me sitting here, I'm watching my team just on this Murovanka map. I'm watching at least 3 of them look AFK, and the rest of them, I don't have a clue where they're going. Very poor deployment. We have lights going to the west. We have a heavy who finally starts moving, but he heads straight for the middle, which on this map basically is the most useless place you could be, especially in a heavy tank. And we have one heavy tank with no gun depression, the KV-85, who's going to fight in a very hilly area. So all around, very questionable movement by my team. So you see me just kind of pausing there for about the first 15 seconds. And I sped through it, so you didn't have to bear with that. But also keep a very close look at the T-34 that is all the way at A0, at the water's edge. That's at the very northeast corner of the map. I don't know it at the time, but I'm pretty sure that guy is a bot. But keep it, just something to keep in mind for later. And I mean, already we're in contact here. I auto aim on the Tier 4 Polish tank, which, by the way, is just absolutely terrible. I don't say that about very many tanks. I normally am a very, very optimistic person on tanks in this game. There's almost always something good about them. But the Tier 4 Polish? No, that thing's complete and total garbage. I mean, it's at least mobile. But outside of that, that's it. But as I can see, with our very poor team deployment, we have completely and utterly lost the West. And I'm the only person who seems to be reacting. You see, I only paused momentarily to get a shot on the Stug 4 there. But other than that, I'm heading back already. Because just take a look at the map. It's the whole western side is gone. Because we had no heavy armor over there. There was a couple of tank destroyers and a couple of light tanks. And the light tanks, for some reason, unknown to everybody else, just decided to suicidally rush southbound, and the M5 Stuart made it far enough south to light up some of their rear line, and the Leopard got surrounded, not even making it as far, and they're both dead. And while we have a lead, this is where reading the map comes into play big time. We do have a 2-tank lead, but I already know this game is most likely a loss at this point, unless something drastic happens. Because of right there, they're already breaking through the west. And they're going to kill the teammates I have in the middle of the map. Because as you can look and see, we have tank destroyers. The Stug to the south, and the IKV-65 to the north, and then caught in the middle is a Tier 4 VK, and our KV-85 is all the way south. It looks like he's attempting to cap. They're all going to be outspotted and torn to bits with a crossfire from tanks hidden in concealment all along that ridge line or in the woods on the southernmost part of the map. I already know that was going to happen, and here it goes. It's happening. And now I'm left to fight this Excelsior by myself with a tank that has a 75% crew, and that's not going to be a good time. And right there, they pulled the score back plus then some, because they did wipe out everybody in the middle, and only the KV-85 is left in the south, and he's going to get taken out here anytime. And I still am looking at this T-34 behind me saying, hey, come on, where's some crossfire? And I do believe he's a bot. I did shoot some heat to take out the Excelsior, but that so far has been the only target I use it for. The gun on the 25 TP is actually pretty good, and it's fairly mobile. And there you go. The T-34, for whatever reason, decided to back up and go into the water. Have no clue. And no explanation other than he must have been a bot, and it must have been pre-programmed to reverse at some point, or the person who actually was running the bot program came, seen that it was a blowout loss at this point and decided, oh, I'm just going to reverse it so I can get another tank into another battle. But at this point, as far as the game goes, when you're in this situation, the best thing you can do is to start taking out enemy tanks. Get the numbers manageable. So as you've seen, I killed the T-34, and then I focused down the Lago. Because I know I gotta try to have... I'm still going to try to win. And I've got to try to have at least a point where I have a little safety. And this little ridge line here at the back, at the very tip top of the map, if you're on the northern base, this is where you can make a last stand. Now it helps that there isn't artillery at this point in the game, because this only works when there's no artillery. But I do have a chance to turn each engagement into a one-on-one situation. Like here, that's not a real high percentage chance shot on that T-50, but if I can keep each engagement, there's 4 enemies, but if I can focus on them one at a time and keep them coming at me one at a time, I do have a chance. I can work the ridge here. That this tank has very good gun depression, and even though it doesn't have good armor on paper, the turret's so round, and it does have a little gun mantlet there, you can bounce shots with it. So that's been my goal, and there's a little bit of concealment to work from. Now there's KV-2, and I probably shouldn't have taken that shot because I get very lucky here. An auto-aim shot actually takes out the enemy IKV, and the T-50 on the enemy team runs into the map edge. And I guess he ran out of APCR, but I'm going to have to just go dark. And now that little chaos is passed, I'm going to try to see if I can outspot the KV-2. But he is just down below the terrain there and behind bushes. So I am going to have to get over here. Plus, the tank destroyer on the enemy team has drove up and got in the cap as well. So now I have to make a move. And I'm going to use this cover here. Now, no sixth sense. Obviously, I'm spotted. He attempted a shot. So I've got him tracked. I need to pop up here, get the most coverage I can. Now it's reset at least once. Now I can see him, so I need to get rid of him. And one good thing about the Polish tanks is they do have higher alpha damage. As you've seen, 2 hits was all it took to take him down. And there is a KB-2 in those bushes. And the amazing Russian camouflage, but there is a KB-2 sitting right there. And there he is. I get a hit into him to save the capture, and now I'm gonna keep working into him with the heat because I can't afford to take chances. And I'm counting my shots. His reload should be around 19 seconds with a fully trained crew and gun rammer and vents. So that's kind of what I'm going on. My reload, timing it, put a few hits into him, back off. Some people really love the KB-2s, and he could have brothers in arms, but there he hit a shot into the dirt. That's game. I've got it now because no matter what, I can kill him with a couple shots, and he doesn't feel so good now. Just to play on words on his name there. But it was a win. And I actually got a Kolobanovs in that. It was an ace tanker, high caliber Kolobanovs, and I even got the Vaslahayos medal for killing vehicles that are higher tier than you. And Defender, of course, and Top Gun along with all the other things. But it showcased in a really good way what the 25 TP can do. This thing was a nice step up from the Tier 4, which was kind of a little bit of a suffering to get through. But this is Mogus Jake. I hope you enjoyed this battle in the 25 TP on Murovanka. Thanks for watching.